Hey guys, it's reaction video number 2 here on YouTube. Okay, so this one's gonna be the top 5 hardest creatures to tame in Ark.
I worked as hard as I could. That was hard.
I
got a bunch of kills though.
The YouTuber is the Axeman is his name.
Really?
Alright, let's check this guy out.
Welcome guys, it is the Axeman here and we are back with another top 5, and today is going to be the top 5 hardest to tame creatures in Ark. Now, we've done another poll like we've done with the last few recent top 5, so everyone that's a subscriber got to vote and pick what they thought was the hardest creature to tame. So we're going to be using that in this list, and as well, like with what I think is the hardest creatures to tame. So obviously this list isn't perfect, everyone might think of something different, but yeah, let me know in the comment section what you think of this list, if you agree or if you're not. And don't forget to smash the thumbs up button, don't forget to subscribe as well, and once you're subscribed you'll get a notification of when the next top 5 is. You can have your input and then your comment might be shown at the end of the video. So let's just jump straight into it. Number 5.
We would have to get it.
Alright, so in at number 5 we're going to go for the giant bee. So this one hasn't been in Ark that long actually, but it's quite a nuisance to tame. So what you need to do is find a beehive, which are normally found in the redwoods or on the side of a cliff, depending on what map you want. And you then have to proceed to break open the beehive by shooting it, eating it with a creature, or just blowing it up with some C4, however you want to do it. So sometimes there will be a giant queen bee in the nest, other times there'll be nothing, just honey. I mean, honey's good, you kind of need that. So yeah, when there is a queen bee in there, you'll break the nest open and a drone of bees will come and attack you. They will dismount you off your creature if you're not careful. But yeah, kill them. You need to get a ghillie suit on, you need to get some bug repellent, and you need to passively tame the bee with rare flowers or whatever his kibble is. And yeah, you just got to keep putting it in his butt until it's tamed up. You've got to be careful not to touch the queen bee because more drones will come and attack you. There's like drones all the time. It's really annoying, and especially if you're in the redwoods. Like if you're in the redwoods, everything in the redwoods wants to kill you. So it is quite a pain. I've tried this quite a few times. I've died a lot of times. I've killed the queen a lot of times back then because they don't have much health. So these are hard, but they're definitely not the hardest. Alright, so in at number 4, we're going to go for the rock elemental. Now, the reason this is one of the hardest creatures to tame and why it's on the list is kind of the resources you need to actually get this thing tamed. So, the way to get this down is you want to be giving it a headache by shooting rockets or cannonballs into its head until it passes out. The best way to do it is build a trap around it, so you've got to go out and find it. They're normally enclosed in rocks, so I mean sometimes it can be difficult to find, other times they stand out quite a lot. So you want to get it up, you want to get it into a trap using like metal all around it, stuff which can be quite expensive. You then need to get a cannon or a rocket launcher and then shoot it in its face. It has to be in the face. Both these are not exactly cheap to make, so you need to be quite high level, I think, to get all the materials and stuff ready for this. Once it's down though, I would definitely only recommend giving it mantis kibble because it's just going to take forever otherwise. On official rates, don't fully quote me on this, they probably change a little bit, but if you have a 150 down, just say you have no mantis kibble and all you have is stone, you're going to have to feed it 4,000 stone and it's going to take 119 hours. Like, that is insane. No one has that amount of time. If you've got a 150 down and you have mantis kibble, it only takes 50 minutes. So yeah, definitely just use kibble. I would not recommend using anything else. Like, don't even go and tame one otherwise. But yeah, the reason this is in at number 4 is just the resources you need, the accuracy you need to be able to shoot it in its head, and it can be in a quite dangerous area if you're like on scorched earth or something. So yeah, this one is in at number 4.
I'm just getting something real quick.
So in at number 3, we're going to go for the Phoenix. Now, this can only be found on scorched earth and only during a heat wave. And when there is a heat wave, there's only going to be one, and it could be pretty much anywhere on the map. So the first step is actually finding it, which is quite hard to do. And then you have to proceed by just setting it on fire. You just have to go to town on this thing, and that's how you tame it. So the best way to do this is find the Phoenix during the heat wave. Make sure you don't die. That's one challenge just there. find it. Once the heat wave's done, it will then disintegrate into an ash pile. Now, you need to find where that ash pile is on the floor, and then I'd recommend building like a cage. It's got to be, I think it's 5 walls high, because then once the next heat wave happens, this phoenix will be reborn from the ashes at the same spot, and it'll be stuck inside this cage building, whatever you want to make. And then you just have to proceed on lighting it up. So you can use fire arrows, you can use a flamethrower, or the best way obviously is to use a fire wyvern. You want to just, like I said, just set it alight. Just keep burning it. It will take quite a long time to tame up. They're not exactly quick, but yeah, just keep doing it until it's tamed up. And yep, that's it. There you go. You have it. But yeah, the reason this is in number 5, obviously they're rare. You've got to survive the heat wave. You've got to get obviously a lot of materials or a fire wyvern to actually tame this thing up as well. So that's the reason it is in at number 3. Okay, so in at number 2 is the Troodon. Now this is one of my favorite creatures in Ark, and of course it's one of the hardest.
It's one of the most pain in the ass to tame too. You gotta fucking take like a ton of dinosaurs, you gotta put them out and pass them, and just like fucking eat them.
Name one person whose life was so much better because they broke a
The
couple of
fucking
rules.
Troodon's a pain in the ass to tame. The fucker you need to live. Yeah. Like, you have
hardest to tame. So it has its very own unique taming method in where you have to sacrifice a couple of your creatures to tame this thing. Definitely do it at nighttime. It gets like, I believe it's 40% better taming at nighttime, so that's when you want to do it. And then there's no actual guide on what creatures you need to feed it, but there is a rough one which I'll read out now. So the one you want to feed most is a Giga, of course that's quite hard to get, then followed by a Wyvern, Spino, Rock Elemental, Rex, Megalosaurus, Bronto, and then anything below that you kind of probably just want to avoid because it's going to take too long. So there's different ways to do this. I like to, say, get a Giga, get as many eggs as you can, and then build like an enclosure type of thing, hatch the baby Gigas. You can put them unconscious, or you can knock them down to 1 health, say. Drop a Troodon in there, and it's not going to actually aggro onto the babies, it's going to only aggro onto you. So you want to kind of put yourself between, put the Giga between you and the Troodon so it attacks it, or get another creature and stand on it and try and get the Gigas in the way type of thing until it eats it.
Yeah.
There is a feeding interval of sorts. There's no hard evidence how long it is, but they say roughly a minute and a half. So if it kills 3 in a row, then it might not actually count. So you kind of got to bear that in mind as well. The good thing is, though, if it does get attacked, say you're doing this in the wild and it gets attacked, it's not going to lose any taming on it, which is pretty good because these things are hard as dicks to tame. But yeah, if you're going to tame one of these, definitely get some dinos you don't mind losing. I would definitely recommend getting a Giga because anything else is going to take too long. If you do dodos, you're looking at something like 100 or some dodos you're going to sacrifice to get a Troodon. But yeah, these guys are definitely worth it, but yeah, they are very hard to tame, and that's the reason these are in at number 2. Okay, so number 1, the hardest creature to tame in Ark is it will be no surprise to most of you, it's obviously the Titan. So this is definitely the end game creature that you want to tame. The only problem is on official servers, it doesn't last forever. You only get it between something like 16 and 20 hours. But the thing is, it is OP as dicks, so that's the reason behind this. So to actually tame this, you need to get, there's a few things you get. You get the catapult, the rocket, or the cannonballs. You can also actually now use the Rex tech saddle or the Tapahara tech saddle, which is quite cool. There's no real stats on how effective they are, but the way to do it is get a cannon. You want to shoot it in its head. It has to be in the head, and eventually it will go down. They do take quite a lot though, so even at level 1 it's going to take 21 cannibals to its head. That's without missing any, so it's going to take a lot of resources to actually get that ready. And I don't know, wherever you're putting your cannibal on the back of a Quetzal or something, on the platform saddle. So you're probably going to find this hard to solo tame. Definitely do it with a tribe because it could take you forever. You could make 100 cannibals and end up missing every single shot, and then it's just a waste. But yeah, once this thing's tamed, it's gonna destroy everything. That's the reason they've made it so hard to tame, so you can't just, one night just go, hey, I'm gonna tame a Titan and destroy, wipe the server. There's a reason it's hard to tame, just so you don't destroy every server you run. But yeah, this thing is stupidly hard. You need a lot of resources. The only good thing is, though, you don't actually have to feed it. Once it's like unconscious, you just go in, it's infantry, whack a saddle on it, and that's it. It's tamed up like that. So I suppose that makes it a little easier. But yeah, this is definitely the hardest creature to tame in Ark. I've still yet to even tame one. That's how hard it actually is. But yeah, there we go. Number 1, the Titan. Okay, so that was the top 5 hardest creatures to tame in Ark. Of course, everyone's going to have the different views on this because everyone has different experiences in Ark. So I don't know, for some of you, maybe the Dodo's the hardest thing to tame. But yeah, let me know in the comments section if you agreed, disagreed, and what your top 5 was as well. And definitely stick around for the end because we're going to have some comments from the subscribers that took part in the poll. And yeah, if you did enjoy, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe as well.
Smash that like
thanks for watching,
button,
guys, and I shall see you soon.
You better turn.
Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to push that like and subscribe button, guys, and also push the little bell for the reminder, guys, so you can keep up to date on these videos. Guys, have yourselves a great day. Stay fresh.
Turn it up,